Onegaishimasu.
Onegaishimasu.
Good. Okay, just a bit of loosening, Mori. Yes. Okay, rocking front and back. And side to side. Rotation. Working inside, outside. Okay, just letting the body drop forward, holding the arms forward, and just let them just fall gently up and down, lengthening through the spine, the knees nice and relaxed. And just let them swing through front and back, through, up. And across side to side. And just working them in circles. And the last one, just work them in a figure of eight pattern. So nice and free. And very slowly, just start to bring the body up and down, nice and slow, just a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, drawing up, sinking down. It's coming all the way up to the vertical, and down. And just have to raise the hands up, drawing them down, nice and slow. And just coming to a natural rhythm with the arms. Okay, good. We just stretch the shoulders a little bit, just at the top. Taking the wrist, draw it gently across the back of the head. And changing side. Okay, and changing again. Just draw it across as well as bending over to the side. There, and change. Okay, just over to the front. Change. Taking across the back. Okay, change. And taking across here, that one goes over the top. And at the back, the shoulder, just make contact. Draw it up. And changing. Okay, just lacing the fingers together. Okay. Good. Just pressing the arms out, keeping the contact with the forearms and the elbows. Quite tight to the body. And press them out. Press them out. And just let the whole body follow the movement as well. Away. Yeah. Okay. Just pressing the palms here. In elbows, forearms, palms in contact, and then just sinking the shoulders down, raising the hands up. Drop. And just get them as high as you can without shrinking up the shoulders. And one more. Yeah. Taking the fingers, working the wrists. Pressing the palms together. Okay. And we just work on the wrists. Working the hands over the top. Change. And taking the back of the wrist. And change. And thumb over the top. And change side. And into 𝒂𝒊𝒂𝒕. And change. And taking the fingers back. Change. Just spreading the fingertips. Nice and fast. And making fists. Good. Shaking them out the top. And working front to back. And working the arms down. And work the whole body. Okay, good. Great. Take a BOKKEN. Okay, good. We'll just start with the first one. So just come in, join in the back, and getting down. Big clear movements. Good. We'll take it into Zengo Giri. To the front and the back. Good, we go to number 2. Stepping back. Yeah. Good. We'll take it to number 5. So coming straight into yokomen. Working the line. Coming in. There. Good. There we go. Good. Okay, so just working now. So you've got two cuts come together. So still the same fifth saburi. Just come in here, cutting in, and then cutting straight into the next one. So really allow the movements to kind of feed into each other, or the cuts to feed into each other. So you cut in here, and then straight into the next one. So you're trying to use the impact that's delivered into the bokken and into the ground to right into the next attack. So you do this really slow as well. It's nothing really to do with speed. So there. Just feel the body gets drawn into it as you go. Just two cuts. Two. Almost there. There. Yes, there. Yeah, good. 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 And then we're going to number 7. So just doing the basic saburi, coming back, cutting in, thrusting into the side. Cutting on the right side and thrust on the left. On the left. Cut on the right, thrust on the left. Oh. Oh. Okay, good. So we're working to get more of a blended movement, or more of a kindergarten movement. The first one to blend is the you're coming into the ski or the strike into the ski. So just work this nice and easy. Just go from the back and straight into it this way, and just play with it. Just again, it's a little bit different than coming into the yokomenuchi. You're going to let the hip really find a spiral into the ground. So just play with it coming into the ski, and you just want to start to bring the hip work together. So there's no kind of stuck moment in the hip work. You've got that into there. And really use the completion of the yokomenuchi really to feed into that next movement. So just play with it, just the strike into the throat. Yeah. Yeah. So the sword just keeps driving through. Okay, good. Okay, good. It's just an exercise you can play with when you do this one. Just as if when you do the cut, you just swing through with the sword here. So really placing the emphasis on the footwork and the weight shift into the feet. So just play come in here. You just shift in and then you just step in. And don't even worry about coming into a settled position. So it's just about getting the body moving from this into that. So just going to kind of walk through it. So let the sword cut doesn't really have any priority in it. And I'm just focusing on that front foot landing. That, and then letting the body kind of carry forward into it. So you allow the foot to make a pathway for the body. Just cuts through. Just play. It's just to get this idea of the body really just coming forward through the footwork. Down and through. Down and through. Just give it a try. So you really just walk through it. That's it. That's it. Good. Yeah. That's it. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, don't even worry now. Don't even worry about really the hip coming through. The focus really is on this leg, and just feel that this leg's really, this hip especially is really kind of rubbery or soft. So you want the feeling that it lands in the ground and you just fall through it. So really just walk through, take a few steps coming forward through it. Don't worry about this hip kind of coming around, because this has a tendency to kind of throw the body out. So it's really just to focus on the feeling. Oh, the body just kind of passes through it. Just let especially the front hip, in this case the right hip, really is the focus. So you want to make it really as kind of, in a way, it's very casual. Just kind of draw the body through. Yeah, that's it. And you just want no moment of being stuck at all. You should just feel, you're totally free to move. There we go. That's it, that's it, that's it. Good. Yeah, good. And then keep that same feeling. Do the same movement, but you just focus now on bringing that the back hip through as well. So keep the same sense that this leg's quite rubbery, and then the back hip's going to slide through into this position. So just keep the same feeling. Body comes through, and you just place the body. Just want a really sense of solidity at the end of it. So into that. And coming back, so it's nice and calm. Into that. Really letting the body take priority in the movement. So, there we go. Okay, good. Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Michael, one question, please.
Sure.
In this movement, is there a kind of landing point and then a switch to be more flexible and fluid, or is it the whole time one fluid movement through?
Yeah, I think it's more one movement through. So if you think about this idea of like landing, settling, and then going through, this is much more in the kind of Kihon land. So this kind of boom and then going. And in this case, you're just going to kind of let it go and go. So it just becomes one kind of fluid motion. So the point in this case is like the footwork coming in, or the cut itself, is actually a kind of release through the system. So this idea of grounding through is also getting the feedback from the ground to allow me to go into that next movement. So it's basically, it's allowing the body to listen to that feedback coming from the ground. So and basically feeding off the feedback. So you've got the and then you just take it into the next movement. Just like that.
Okay. I will work on this. Thanks.
Much more fluid. Yeah, that's it. Good. Great. And just play with the same thing now. Just complete the cut. So what you want to do now is do the same. You've got that idea. You're just going to complete it. And then just work with these two. So you've got that and that just coming through. So again, just playing with the body. You can do two things. Just let the body walk through, or just let the body find the position here. Just work on that same idea and just trying to really bring everything together so that the cut itself is feeding into that next movement now. So you're using the moment of focus in the sword just to take you forward. That coming through. Really just play with it. So don't worry about the saburi too much. It's much more about a feeling. That. Just letting the body come in. That's it. Good. Yeah. Whoosh. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Good. Nice. Good, good, good. Good, and then just looking for the second motion now. So you've got that coming through. So really fixing the hips at the end in this case. So you've got that, just let the hips come through. Just really play with them on these levels. So don't worry about every time doing it or finding it. Basically looking for a feeling, and you're looking for the form to start to fit into it now. That. We'll get kind of 1 in 20, maybe on a good day. It'll kind of come together there. So you want the focus in that cut, and you want that. So it's a nice fine balance, really finding the focus, but letting it become very fluid. So it's got a kind of instant fluidity, it never really sticks. That coming through. And just let the moment at the end really settle into the body. There. 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 Okay, good. Same exercise, just a little bit different on the start. So just start now in the left side, and it's just now stepping into the cut. So you go here, here, into it. So it's a little bit more dynamic, gives you a little bit more movement. Again, just look for the same thing. So you've got that cutting into the next move. Really just kind of trying to let the body flow into the movement as you go. Starting left side, you go in and find the ski this way. Just think of it as one motion as it goes in. There. And just play with it. Great, Ella. See you soon.
See you soon.
Very good. Yeah, nice. Good. Good. Okay, now just starting to chain more movements together. So you're just going to come in with another Yokumen. So you've got 3 cuts now. Goes here 1, 2, and then coming in with a final Yokumen this way. So you just add the next one now. So start on the left side. Goes in, Yokumen, ski, Yokumen. And again, now you're just feeding off the ski. So you've got the ski straight away into the Yokumen. Again, just play with the coordination for it. So you've got 1, ski, there. You just want to feel the body is constantly in motion through the movements. The body in and there. Really just play with it again. Don't worry too much about the focus at first. Yeah, great. Whoosh, whoosh. Whoosh. And again, just breaking this down to get the ski into the second yokumen. I can get a bit stuck there, so just really break this down, make it very simple. Just start on the left side, so you just thrust in this way. So you're just drawing the body in. The key thing is the connection. Think about the tip of the bokken as you go in to the back foot, and you're just going to land. You're just going to land the back foot just in that kind of position. So you're in that kind of motion, and it's just going to come down here. So you're not going to land it fully and then step into the next one. Just get the feeling that as you go in, it's a little bit like there's a pressure applied to the tip. It passes there and it goes straight to the foot. So that pressure basically takes you into the next movement. So just play it where you've got this idea of that straight into that. So it's just getting this movement of like a kind of instant connection into the ground, which will just pass you through into the next movement. So take for granted the front leg's just gonna land into the ground, and then how you use the back leg is how you're gonna kind of spring into the next movement. Just play it, make it real simple. There. And you just want the feeling that there's no brakes on the system at all. There. Just keep going forward.
Yeah. So there we go. Boom.
Okay, good. So just see if you can chain out from the basic Suburi, four cuts together. If you've got the space, you can do this on the spot. You don't need to step forward with it. So you come back. You're just going to chain out 4. So you go yokomen ski, yokomen ski. The last one's a ski, but you just chain them all together now. So really like the body just passes through forward, goes in through that way. So super flexible now in the hips. But just imagine the sword just doesn't stop. In, goes right through. Just play with it a little bit. So just looking to chain them all together now. Into that. It goes there, something like that.
There we go.
Was. Okay, so just cutting freely, just go to a really kind of kihon, so really completing every cut. Can really mix them in, cuts, thrusts, rotations, slices, do whatever you like, but really get the feeling of the body just really settling each time. Yeah. Yeah. Really look for that point of the body right in the middle of each movement. Yeah. Good, good. Bernie.
You go, Michael.
See you soon.
See you. Yeah, bye-bye.
See you soon, Bernie. Good, and the last minute or so, just work with fluid. So just look for something a little bit flexible. Or just take your time with it. Don't do a kind of big round of them. Just find when the body's going to naturally just kind of settle down and then just start a new set. Just keep them nice and fluid now. So really with that same feeling, let the body just kind of carry through, adding rotation, steps, stepping back, slices. Just let the body kind of fluidly move through the space. It can be a really short sequence, or it can be a little bit longer. Good. Great, good. We'll stop there. Very good. Domo, arigatou gozaimasu.
No, so much.
Great.